Very exciting morning here on the farm. We are currently awaiting for a woodchip delivery. Oh, that's a lot of woodchip. Just a little bit of wood chip then. Could take us a few minutes to get that put in place and levelled out, I reckon. Really pleased with it. It's mainly hardwood. Look, there's some oak leaves in it. Brilliant. We ended up with 43 mils of rain yesterday, so there was no path laying going on. It's dry at the moment, although obviously the ground is very wet, so we are going to try and make a start on the paths. How far we get will really depend on how much the telehandler sinks into the ground as it makes its way around to the plot. I'm wearing a silly microphone thingy today, as there was a comment on my last video about not being able to hear me. I'm sorry about that. I end up bashing these, so I just find that I probably make it sound even worse, but we'll see how we go. Oh look, the pile is still steaming a bit. Oh, it smells absolutely lovely. Hoping it doesn't cause too much of a whoosh against the polytunnel from here. Right, just been and got the rake. Gonna start raking this side of this bed. Then he's got room to dump the next load that he says he's just gonna go and bring back. That'll keep me busy. Thank you, husband. Right, you can see what I've done in a few short minutes there, and obviously you can see the massive contrast of this stuff to the stuff that's already in the polytunnel. So what I'm going to do is I want to spread out the bit that's next to the polytunnel, but I'm going to come round here. I'm going to start getting this stuff back up so that I can move this, some of this anyway, a good portion of this, into the polytunnel, make the paths even deeper in there. I had a feeling this would happen and I'd end up taking it back up. So, probably was a stupid thing to do in the first place. But hey ho. It isn't even down that thickly. I was just so itching to see what wood chip would look like. And at the time I wasn't sure whether we'd be buying more of this again. But then realising that this was £250 per pallet load, it was in bags, it was 2,400 litres, so it wasn't just one builder's bag. I think they say it's the equivalent to 3 builder's bags. It would just be very expensive to do it all in this. You can see how wet the ground is underneath there after yesterday's rain. And not get it in the bed too much, now it's not quite so full. That's the plan I'm going to go for. Oops, not too bad. I won't bother to go and get the rake, I'll just use the brush to level it a bit. The stuff that I bought to put in the polytunnel is a mixture of hard and softwood, so it's always going to be lighter anyway, and I can tell there isn't any softwood in the other stuff because this has a really strong smell of pine, and whereas the other stuff doesn't. Now I'll make a start down the side of the tunnel. I'm going to take it under the fence a little bit. There is a plan to do something with some membrane to help with the grass encroaching into the plot, but I'm sure taking a bit of the wood chip under there, seems we've got plenty of it, surely that'll help as well. Right, don't think you need to see me do it like this. I'll do that thing where I speed it up, put a bit of music on. The sun's trying to come out now. Actually getting a bit warm. I was expecting to be getting wet, if I'm honest. It's still forecast to rain for the rest of today as well. I've been reassured that the wood chip will deal with this, because we were debating putting some hardcore underneath first. Obviously this greenery in it will soon die back anyway. Not a lot you can do about that when you're having it from the tree surgeon. You just have to accept that there's going to be leaves in it. What I didn't want, and what I haven't got thankfully, is I didn't want pine leaves in it. To be all hardwood is a massive bonus, a few leaves or not. Just as I've finished levelling out the first 2 buckets, look who's back. Oh God, go that way, further away from the tunnel. I'm just having a break for a drink. It's like product placement. I buy these myself too. Erythritol, not aspartame. Just pure sugar. I also seem to have found an unwilling volunteer. Got a bit of a chain gang going on between us now. Trying to scratch this bit clear now so that we can put that bed back as we moved it for the woodchip to go into it. I'm trying to leave a couple of gaps here because there'll be 2 more beds going here as well. And then I'm only going to take it to the edge of the water trough, and this side of the trough and into the garden will be a hardcore path. We didn't do bad there, did we? I'll let you decide what's square and what's not, because you know I can't see a straight line if my life depended on it. Thank you. Just going to put a little bit more of this edging strip down here. Before I lay the rest of the wood chip to the edge. Busy day, well executed. I really love having these productive days. There's really not that much left to do now. I'm sorry if it's been a little bit boring. Obviously it's just, this video has just been us raking and barrowing wood chip around the entire plot. If you've made it to the end, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye. Well, that's definitely a casualty of the day. Wow.